Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
I've actually got a good question. Chris, have you ever dropped one of your iDevices? And if so, how did you react the minute you saw it hit the floor?
So, yes, I have. Although I don't think I've ever dropped my iPad. I've dropped, when I had the iPhone 3GS, I dropped it right before a trip to Hawaii, actually at the airport. And there was a hairline crack right down the middle of it, and I was just so... On any phone, when that happens, you're like... So, as I was flying, I was texting with a friend, and she had recommended to go to the Apple Store and pretend like you knew nothing. And so I did. I went to the Apple Store in Honolulu. I'm like, I don't know. I dropped it, and like it was so beautiful, and now it's not. And I don't know what to do, and it's so what am I gonna do? And they took care of it. Didn't cost me anything. This is a few years ago, and then the first day I got my iPhone 4S. This is before I even put a bumper on it. I was just got out of my car. I was heading in to get some dinner at a restaurant, and I almost dropped it. And I caught it. But that would have been disastrous on the very first day. So I have dropped it before. I've got I would say it's like a silicone case so that I've got some amount of give. And I've definitely dropped this one too, but it's been protected. You might remember a while ago, Diana had dropped her 3GS. Like, this is right when we ordered the iPhone 4S too. The very day.
Well, it was cracked. First I cracked it.
Oh, you apparently had cracked it, but you made it really... You shattered it that last... I mean, it was shattered. It still worked, but it was shattered.
Yeah, but it was the day we ordered them.
Oh, so bad. But you've done so much with that iPhone 3GS. It stood up for, I would say, took quite a beating. Yeah, I don't know. I've never had anything happen to a device that, damaged it beyond, any kind of usability. But, it's certainly a possibility when you have any kind of portable device, whether it's an iOS device or something else. You want to protect it. I so believe in that. Protect those devices.
I've got the OtterBox Defender case, and I've dropped it numerous times, and it looks like my phone is brand new.
Yep, I've got with me.
I have a question.
Good.
I have a question off of YouTube. It says, Chris, is it fair that Apple should be the only mobile device to offer slide to unlock as they are attempting to sue Google? Is it fair?
If you're asking me, no, it's not fair. I don't think that is something that... I don't understand why that's a patent. It works, and it makes Apple's devices somewhat distinct. And they're in a race right now. And what you got to understand about patents is that the more patents Apple has, it makes it easier to battle patents that they want to get over. So let's say Google has a patent that Apple wants. Well, it's kind of like a card game. You have this many patents, the other person has this many patents, and you can trade. You can say, all right, you can use this patent if we can use this patent. Or vice versa. So that's all patents are, really. And so you can ask me, is it fair? Well, Google has patents too, and as does Microsoft. All the big companies have patents. The thing is, just Apple is asinine. It's obvious that you wouldn't understand why patents work and really how they're used as trump cards, so that as one company gets patents, they know they're going to be able to use it as leverage to get access to another company's patents should something happen. And that's exactly how Apple's playing it. They're playing it just like every other company out there.
Question from YouTube by Galaxy Minder. Can you do another house tour? I believe that is a Nomi's only value at this point.
I've got the house tour for rental on YouTube. Some people got upset, but everybody who's watched it was very happy with it. And it is something that if you sign up for Nomi's at Nomi's.com, then it is a part of something that you can watch and download and take wherever you want. If you really care that much about knowing exactly where I go when I'm not in here.
You do it on your birthday, right?
Normally.
I wouldn't want to.
But I only did it once.
Privacy. That people who want to get a look at like some famous person's home is just weird. In my opinion.
Yeah, but people want to see it, and so I did it. It's not that I didn't do it. I did it. They asked, and I did it. What did I do wrong? Nothing.
I'm nosy. I want to see
And then a lot of people still dislike those videos, or some people like those videos.
Yeah, I can't.
have no other comment.
I can't stop people from liking or disliking things.
Maybe it's just an illness. People have to click the dislike button.
I do think it's a social illness, to tell you the truth, because the dislike button is close the browser and do something else. Or go to another website. The internet's a pretty big place.
Yep.
And besides, in order for you to get that specific view, you need to at least go halfway or complete the video to get that view read.
So many of the dislikes we get actually happen at the beginning of a video when they haven't even watched maybe 5 seconds of it. It's an immediate dislike, which makes it worth even less than they think it is.
Or it hasn't started yet.
Exactly. At which point you wonder, well, why is the dislike button even there? I think, there's a reason Google Plus doesn't have a minus button. There's a reason Facebook will not roll out a dislike option. And YouTube needs to get rid of it as well. Period.
Quite a few people on YouTube are now asking, what's your opinion of the Windows 8 logo?
It's not bad. It's actually closer to Windows, and certainly the Metro experience and ethos than before. Up until this point, it really looked more like a flag, and now it looks like Windows. And so, I'm very excited legitimately to see Windows 8 in a touch experience. What is going to be, I guess, Windows 8's downfall in a tablet environment is if they push Arrow in my face. I don't want to jump out of Metro, ever, if I'm in a Metro-designed experience. If I'm on the desktop, I don't want to see Metro. If I'm on a mobile computer, all I want to see is Metro. And this is where a lot of people were upset at Apple for not putting OS X on a tablet. Well, Apple made the right decision by going with iOS, which at that point in time wasn't called iOS. They made the right decision, and the market has only proven them right. I think Windows 8 will be a usability, a catastrophe, if they combine Metro with Arrow in the same experience. It just doesn't work. Two paradigms.
Okay, a follow-up question to that, because this just came to my head literally yesterday. I was thinking, would you be in favor of, on the desktop, or any computer for that matter, Windows 8, you have a little button that you switch, and it says, when I boot up, I want to go into Metro, or I want to go to Legacy UI?
Well, I think they could. I think you could do that more seamlessly. I don't think a full-on reboot is warranted, but I do believe that the user should be given an opportunity to toggle that manually rather than be forced to jump in between them. It's just jarring, and you know what? I'm not the only person to say this. That's all I'm gonna. People will. I know I'm gonna come under attack, just like I did when I slammed Windows Vista. But ultimately, I was right.
Yeah, because I almost see Metro on the desktop as being like, because we all remember Windows Vista gadget bar. I almost view it as kind of like that, because it's really like having a consumption UI to where you can just go 10 seconds, what's Twitter, what's my email, what's Facebook saying, then flip back and get productivity done.
Well, again, Metro was designed for a different user interaction paradigm. It wasn't designed with keyboards and mice in mind. It was designed with touch in mind. That's where it succeeds. Arrow wasn't. This is the reason why tablet PCs, beyond being way too expensive, supremely overpriced because the hardware was certainly more expensive to assemble. It was a usability nightmare.
Ooh, here's a very good question from Theo Z Gamer ZZ on YouTube. Chris, at what age did you start to get interested in computers?
I've answered the question a few times before, and honestly, I can't remember. I mean, around the Commodore VIC-20 days, really.
Oh, wow. You still programming some BASIC?
No.
10, 20, go to 10.
Creative Fox 101 on YouTube, those lights that you're seeing at the top of Chris's decks are called Tix clocks. Go.tagger.com/Tix.
Tix. Yeah, see, some of these questions I get every single day. I do. I mean, you think it's...
Every hour.
Every day. People ask these same questions. And I do my best to treat each question as if it was being asked for the first time.
Wait, Chris, who makes your chair? I'm just kidding.
Oh, great.
Google it.
Now, this be a tough one, and I'm just gonna say because I'm interested. Chris, which do you prefer, Windows Vista or Windows ME? If you had to live with one, I'm guessing is the question more directly.
I'd switch to Linux.
However, why did I see that coming? Why?
I heard Windows ME and almost threw up.